Well, greetings, everyone. This is today's Ripple Reward Solution Informational and Training Session. My name is Jim Wagner, and I'm going to be your presenter today, and excited about where we're at and where we're going. And I'm going to share a couple of different things with you today, and I think you're going to really like what I have to say, and hopefully you'll be able to use them in your daily lives. But first, let's start with, let me say hi to everyone. Happy to have everybody here. We're looking forward to a great call today, and happy to have you here. If you would, please put your name and make a comment in the chat box so we know who's been here and so forth. So anyhow, let me get started, and let me share my screen here. Okay, here we go. Good, there we go. Okay, again, and this is our informational and training session, and we ask you to put your phones on vibrate and don't record the session. As you know, each week we do it a little differently, and we want to make sure what gets out is the most recent information. So with that being said, let's talk about Ripple. That's why we're here, and that's what we're trying to accomplish today. Hang on just a second. There we go. All right. So our saying at Ripple is play, enjoy, win, and share, and then give back to one who needs it. Now, if you were on Saturday's call, you saw that Paul is back with us, and we hope to have him back, even doing some of these calls for us. Great person, and we're excited how he's doing. Happy that his foot is doing better, and look forward to having him involved on a regular basis. So again, my name is Jim Wagner. I'm a member of Team Positcash, and that's Dave's group, and we're looking forward to a great run with Rewards Ripple. First of all, I want to say don't overthink this. This is a very basic program. It's something that you see all the time. It's the world of rewards points. If you look around you, you'll see many organizations and stores are offering rewards points, airlines, hotels, grocery stores, even games. And also, I'm sorry, also the main reason they do these is the fact that they want you to go back and use those points in their store. Makes sense. The more points they give you, the more you'll come back to their store. Rewards Ripple is different. We have it set up so that you can use your rewards points for just about anything that you need. It's a twist on the rewards game, and we're going to share with you exactly how that works. But first, before I go into any depth with you on this, let me show you a quick video about Rewards Ripple, and it explains the whole program, and I'll go back and after it's over and explain it a little more in depth. Here we go.
Welcome to Rewards Ripple Solutions, better known as Ripple. This is a quick video intro of what Ripple offers to their members. As you know, there are many opportunities being offered on the social sites about making you rich with their next big product. As you and I know, they are not always what they say they are. So let me begin by telling you we're not a business opportunity or a get-rich-quick scheme. Ripple is a free platform designed to help charities and struggling people around the world. The Ripple platform allows you to earn free points daily, which you divide 50-50 with a national charity, and use your points for your day-to-day necessities. Let's explain. Every time you play or participate in any of Ripple programs, you are always helping charities around the world. And the best thing is you have the opportunity to pick which charity you want to earn points for, and can change that whenever you want. On the Rewards Ripple platform, we offer many different games, surveys, and postings you can post on your social environment, where you receive points. Then these points you can use on the Ripple auction site. Yes, that's what we said. You earn free points where you can use them to spend on your day-to-day necessities, like groceries, hygiene products, food, and many other items that you may be short of in your day-to-day life. Wow, you may say, but it even gets better. Sometimes we all get behind on our bills, whether it's rent or your utility bills, or late on a student loan or credit card payment. Well, just go to the auction site and bid on Make My Payment for Me. Crazy right. But it doesn't stop there. Additionally, on the auction site, there are luxury items, things like cruises and vacations, airline tickets, even cash money, and all these are free to you if you win the bid. The more games you play in, and the more postings you post, the more points you receive. Then simply place your bid on the product you want. And don't forget, every time you win, your points are divided 50-50 with the charity you're playing for. And guess what? They can go to the charity side of our auction site and bid just like you. In fact, we are setting a new standard for charitable organizations, as they don't have any of the red tape they normally have to go through with a traditional donation. It's simple. Let's say the nonprofit organization is looking for a pallet of water or warm clothes. They just place a bid on a pallet of water, or the warm clothes they're looking for. And if they win the bid, the product is immediately shipped to the people or organization they're trying to help. It truly is a game changer for charitable organizations. Think about it. As they win the bid, the product is on the way to make a difference. No red tape, just true results. In the meantime, let me tell you how this can be life-changing for you and your family. Every time you refer somebody to this exciting program, you get 20% of their winning share of points. And what's even better, 10% of their winning share of points goes to your fundraising program or vacation fund. Make sure you visit our website to get a full understanding how our referral and fundraising programs work. So sign up and start telling your friends and family or anybody you meet about Ripple, as every time they play and win, you win points. And it even gets better. With some of our partners, you can even win real cash all for playing in their games. So again, share this new incredible platform with your friends and family, which will make a difference in their life just like yours. As they can win their day-to-day necessities just like you. And remember, it can be anything from groceries, pay a bill, or cash. And don't forget, if they win, you win. At the same time, you are doing your part by playing for charities and winning points to make a difference to the people who need the help. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is truly to help charitable organizations and struggling individuals. At the same time, make a little difference in your life by getting the day-to-day necessities or the odd luxury items. How can you do this, you may ask? It's real simple. Our advertisers play an 8 to 12 seconds video in our games, advertising their products that fit your profile. And if you want to purchase through the ad, you often are giving a discount. By you watching the advertising, Ripple generates an income that we purchase products for the auction site, where you are able to bid on the items that you want. This is truly a win-win situation for everybody. Sign up now and let's make a difference. We thank you for being part of this game-changing platform, raising funds for charitable organizations around the world. The revolution starts now. So make sure you join us on one of our weekly webinars to find out more. As we say at Ripple, play, enjoy, win, share, and give back to one who needs it.
Okay, that's our introductory video. Share that with as many people as you can. It shows the program, takes the weight off of you, and then it puts it on us, and we will do the work for you. So as you can see, though, Ripple is a game changer. It's not just about your own personal gain. We're helping charities. We're going to change the way charitable organizations raise their money. I mean, it is unbelievable what we can do to help charities. When you play in this game, and again, it's free, you split everything 50-50 with the charity. Occasionally, we're going to give 90% of the points. I'm sorry, 90% of the time, it's going to be 50-50. Occasionally, we will take all the points and give them to one charity, especially if there's a disaster that we're trying to help. But most of the time, it's split 50-50 because we want everybody to win. The community, the charities, and you. And that's what makes Ripple different. That's where we stand out. You're going to have fun doing this, and you're going to be able to make some meaningful contributions. So how do we plan to do this? First of all, we don't want to create a burden. You have enough burdens right now with the way economy is going. But we also want to create a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. And we also want to create a solution for you, because you probably have some problems that we want to try to help. Along the way, we want to create some excitement. So here's how we're going to do it. First of all, no burden. It's zero cost to become a member and start earning points. So how tough is it to say, hey, I just won a food basket for a month. Didn't cost me anything. I just played in a game. And here, I'll give you this here. You can do it. You can do the same thing. So you have zero cost to become a member. Also, creating a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. You're going to be helping charities. When that extra letter comes in from a charity or an email asking you for more money, and you know it's not going to fit in your budget, now you can say, okay, I'm going to switch and I'm going to put them on my list. and I'm going to play this game for them this week. And any points that you earn that week, you'll give 50% of them to that charity, which will help them to meet their goals and needs and missions. And of course, do you need financial help? I would dare say most of you do. Well, we've got a way to do that for you. And of course, excitement is always there when there's a winner, and everybody wants to be a winner. So we've created it so that just about everybody can win at some point in time. So, all right. So reward points, how do you get them? There's all kinds of ways. Referrals are one. Like I said before, how tough is it going to be to say, hey, play this game and you can win points for your charity and for yourself, and then use them for everyday necessities? Winner's Circle. I'll go into more detail of that later. And I'm also going to explain a little more about Match It Game. I want to talk to you about the sports games. This is where a lot of our focus is going right now, because with all the major sports events coming up now, with the NFL season starting and major events going in Europe and Asia, we're going to have just about any kind of a game that you can think of. We're going to have our program involved with it. And it's going to be an interactive game where you're going to be able to answer questions about the game before you start. And then during the game, they're going to come up with additional questions. And you're going to be able to play against your friends and family, have some fun with it. And all the while you're doing this, anytime you get a correct answer, you're going to get points. That's an easy way to get points, and it's the way that you're going to enjoy watching your games. Also, posting banners. We're going to put banners in your back office that you can take and put it in all your social media sites. When you do that, you get points. Surveys. A lot of the businesses that we deal with will ask to complete a survey to let them know how they did. They want to be able to do a good job in serving you. You complete a survey, you get points. And this is just a start. There's going to be much, much more to come as ways to earn points. So what do you do with those points? Well, you're going to take those earned points and convert them into your everyday necessities. You're going to go to our auction site. It's going to look something like the one on the right. This is not ours, but it's going to be very similar to what we do. You go there, you got your points, you're going to win, and you're going to place a bid. And if you're the high bidder, you're going to get that item. And just to kind of give you an idea, here's some of the categories that we're going to have. And I mean, this is just a very, very little sampling of what we're going to be able to do. Because you're going to look at this and say, well, I don't see anything on there that's going to help my group or my country. Well, let us know. Let us know what's effective in your country. And we will do our best to try to help you putting those on the auction site. So let me explain how the auction works. It's very simple, but it's different. It's called the second chance. What happens is when you're bidding on an item, you only can bid 3 times. We don't want everybody wasting all their points on every time, because that could get completely out of hand. And so what we want to do is just after 3 bids, you lose those points, but you don't actually lose them. They go into a holding bucket, and they're going to be equally shared company-wide November 1st of every calendar year. Why November 1st? Because that's the time of the year when most of the holidays are, and everybody's looking for ways that they can get additional food and gifts and so forth. So it's that second chance that makes the difference. So here's how it works. Tom and Sue are bidding on the same item. Let's say it's a food basket. Tom bids 10, and he's hoping to get it, but Sue bids 11. Tom comes back, bids 12. Sue bids 13. Tom bids 14, hoping that he can get it with his third bid. If the bidding stops there, he's won that bid. However, if it doesn't, and in this case, Sue bids 15, and Tom has lost those 14 points, they go into that holding bucket. And again, he's going to get them back in November because it's going to be shared company-wide. He can continue bidding, but he has to start using additional points that he's got. So it's an incredible way to have an opportunity to get the items that you need and still be able to help charities at the same time. So let's look at charities. How are they different? First of all, there's a special auction just for charities. So a charity is not going to compete with you. They're going to get things that they need for their missions and goals. Whereas you're going to be more interested in your daily needs. Also, charities don't lose their points. We want them to keep their points so that they can get the things that they need. Additionally, charities are going to be listed among the charities that players can choose when they play in the game. Also, there's an 8 to 15 second video that's going to be shown by you. That you're going to supply us, and it'll be placed in a rotation of videos that players will watch when they play it before they play in a game. And also, the last one, we're going to put a link to your website on Ripple's website. Now, all these things do one thing: they expose your organization. There are two things that are really important to most charities and nonprofits. One is money. Obviously, they all need money. But the second thing is exposure. They believe that if they get more exposure, they're going to get more people seeing what they're doing, and they're going to be willing to help. So we accomplish both of those goals by allowing them to be on the site and placed in a rotation of videos and listed on our website. So how do charities take advantage of it? Well, first of all, we're going to have you sign up and let us know that you want to be part of us. Then you have to get approved. Not everybody's going to get approved, but just about everybody. If you're a legitimate organization, you're going to get approved. But we need to know that. We don't want anything out there that's fly by night and somebody that's trying to beat the system. We will do a vetting process, and when you get approved, you're going to be put into our program. And once you are in there, then you want to let your supporters know several things. Number one, that they can play in free games, get points for themselves and the charity, and then use those points to bid in auctions. Also, you want to share that Ripple video with them. It just makes sense. Let us do the work for you. You also want to post information about Ripple on your website. It's one of those things that will help your organization. It's going to help us. It's going to help everyone by just putting your information about Ripple on the website, because as you do, it's going to help your organization, and it's going to help us, and it's going to help the people around the world. Promote Ripple on social media, and also supply us that short video about your mission. Do those things, and it'll be amazing how it's going to help your organization to get the things that the points that they're going to need to be able to go through that charity auction and bid on the items that they need to help people around the world. Now, before I mention about Ripple, let me go into a little more detail about Ripple. This is a great game. It's going to be the first ones we come out with. I've been playing this, and not this one, but something similar to it, for about 3 or 4 years now. And it's very simple. When this comes up, the first thing you're going to see is they're going to ask you, who do you want to play for? And they're going to give you a list of charities that you can play for. You pick the charity, and then after you pick the charity, there's going to come up a picture like the one on the left, and it's going to be blank, but it's going to give you an option of asking. It's going to ask you which pattern you want to play for. In this case, that purple Y indicates the pattern that this person is playing for. Also, at the bottom, you're going to see there's numbers there right now. The numbers don't come up directly. What happens is there's going to be an icon down there that's going to say, click on this to see a video from one of our sponsors before your number is revealed. So you click on that video, the video comes up, and after the video, it goes back, and then the number is revealed. If that number is in your pattern, it turns gold, like the one on the right. If it's not in your pattern, it turns red. But that's not altogether bad, because many times when that number turns red, every time it takes you back to the organization that had that video that you watched to start with. Now they can go into more detail about what their organization is doing, and at the same time, they can also offer you some incentives to maybe get involved in their program. So it's a win-win again for everyone. Now the game comes up every day at 12 o'clock midnight, starting on Monday morning. There's no games on Sunday. I'm sorry, not Monday morning, Sunday morning, Monday morning. So 12:01 a.m. Monday morning to 11:59 Saturday night. And how it works is a number comes up at 12:01, and every number stays up for 12 hours. Then At 6:01, a new number comes up. So now at 6:01, you have two numbers up. And once you have two numbers up, you can. So let's say you're not awake between midnight and 6 a.m. You don't have to worry about it, because at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or even 9 o'clock, you can go all the way up to 11:40, let's say. You got two numbers there. You can go in, and in less than 2 or 3 minutes, you can play both numbers, get both numbers in your pattern, and move on. And then do the same thing in the evening, because it's set up that way so that you can play this game. It's free, doesn't take much time, and every time you get a number, you get a point, at least some points. Whenever you complete the pattern, you get lots more points. So it's a great way to get points. It's an easy game, and we're excited about the potential that this has for you and for Ripple. So let me show you how this is actually going to work and how it's going to affect you. And I'll show you something a little different today than I've showed in the past. First of all, this is it's 50-50 split. Whatever you win, 50-50 goes to it. 50% goes to you, 50% goes to your charity, and you can see it there. But I want to expand on the picture on the right. In the past, and on the other one, it had different names, and I thought that was a little confusing. So I came up with this one to show you a little bit easier how this works. Okay, so in this particular case, this represents your 50% of the winnings, but it's now 100%. Okay, so it's 50%, but it's 100% of the 50%. So in this particular case, Sue is the winner, and Sue, let's say she won 200 points. Of that 200 points, she's going to get 20. And you can say, "Wow, that doesn't seem fair." No, but you get 20 points, and so does Tom, because you referred Tom, and Tom referred Sue, and Sue won, so she gets 20, and you and Tom also get 20%. So if you look at this, you say, "Wow, okay. So why did Sue lose out on all those points?" Well, because as you start bringing new people in, and this is the importance of bringing new people in. Here's how it works. You might have 10 Toms in your group, and Tom, each of those 10 and those 10 Toms may have another 10. So now you can have 100, maybe 1,000 people in that group, and Sue is one of those. And every time she wins, she gets 20%, but you also get 20%. So this is important. It's a main reason why you want to share this with your friends and family, because you're all going to play together, and as you play and win, the people that you invited, as they win, everybody wins. At the bottom, you see there's 10% that goes to our winner's circle. Now, in this particular case, Sue is a member of the winner's circle, and that's going to be real important. I'll explain it a little in just a minute. But that equals 60% of the 50% of the points that Sue won. Now let's look at the points that go to charity or your vacation fund. Now again, Sue won. Okay, guess how many points she gets for her charity? 0. You say, "Wow, poor Sue. That's terrible. She played this game. That's all the points she got, and she gets 0 for her charity." That's right. But let's put Sue at the top now. Okay, if Sue's at the top, she gets 10% of anybody, not just 2 levels, but 3 levels down or up. So in this particular incident, this particular example, Paul sponsored me or you, and you sponsored Tom, and then Tom sponsored Sue. Now, what are the chances that Paul even knows Sue? Very slim. But let's look at how it really affects that, how by bringing new people into this, how it really affects. So let's say, like we said before, let's say there's 10 of you that are related to Paul because Paul brought you in. And then you got 10 and Tom got 10. And now you're down to Sue. Now that's thousands is multiplied again by probably 10,000. So there might be 10,000 Sues in Paul's group. And every time any one of them win, Paul gets 10%. So Sue gives up 0 at this point in time. But when she's at the top of the chain, she is going to get 10% of everybody 3 levels deep. So that's 30%, and that equals 100%. If you're not bringing people into this program, you're missing the boat, because just think of what's going to happen. I mean, just like I said before, all you have to do is say, "Hey, I played this game less than 5 minutes a day, won some points, and used the points in an auction, and I got a credit card for it, or I got a food basket." Whatever it is, you're going to be able to share that with your family and friends and say, "Hey, listen, just go here and sign up, because you can do the same thing." How simple is that going to be? There's no money, there's no credit card asked for. Just sign up, start earning points, and win. So, referrals. Like I say, this is the most important thing that you can do. You're going to get 5 points for every new registered member that you get. And when you get 25, you get additional 25 bonus points. And on your back office, you're going to see exactly how many points you have. The winner's circle. I mentioned that Sue is going to be part of the winner's circle. This is for you guys. You guys are the pioneers. You've been with us from the start, all through our ups and downs and so forth. So we created this to help you. The winner's circle, those 10% of the points, every win and match it goes into this pool, the winner's circle pool. And at the end of the month, those points are divided equally among everybody that's in the winner's circle. That's an incredible way to get extra points. And the only requirements are you have to do 1 auction a month and sign up 1 new member. Now, you're obviously going to want to sign up more than 1, like I just showed you. But this is it. I mean, this is an amazing way for you to get the points that you're going to need to bid on the items that you want. So where do we get the money to pay for this? Well, it's sponsors. Sponsors are more than happy to get eyeballs looking at their 8 to 15-second video, and then everybody gets taken back to their website. It's a great opportunity for them to get the word out. And we're already in negotiations with a number of these organizations here. This is just examples, but you can just see right here what we're going to do. The more people that we get looking at our website and looking at their commercials, the more money they're going to be willing to pay. And we take the money that they pay and then turn them into prizes that we put on the auction site. It's very simple. Now, inside your dashboard is going to be the easiest way for you to be able to share the information about Ripple, and anybody that you share it with is going to be coded to you. That QR code and the code that's underneath it are both the same. When you share this with someone and they sign up, they are locked to you for as long as they're involved with the program. It's a perfect system for that. And anytime they win, you're going to win, and your charity is going to win as well. So at this point in time, the next thing I have to remind you about is our call on Saturday at noon. Dave will be sharing where we are. He's been working diligently to try to make this as quick as possible so that we can move forward. And he's doing a great job behind the scenes. And you want to get on the call at noon on Saturday so that you can catch up on everything that's going on with Ripple. But more importantly, get back to the person who called you who invited you to call today. Get signed up, get into the winner's circle. And then again, start sharing this with as many people as you possibly can. If you're not sharing this, you're missing the boat, because that's the way you're going to get the points that you're going to need in order to be able to bid on the items that you want to get. So with that being said, thank you for joining me today, and God bless.